was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58, Royal. Black 58, Royal.
2nd down, goal to go from the 6. Now Leonard Fournette. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, that incompletion there gives us a chance to inform the Madden community that we are taking a little bit of a break for the holidays.
A brief hiatus.
A brief hiatus. And the next live content update, next commentary update will be coming January 10th.
Well, that just means if we're coming back for January 10th, we're talking playoffs.
We will be talking playoffs.
We'll be talking playoffs. We'll be talking the meat of the action, the best part of the season, the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so the post-Christmas blues will be over because we'll be talking about the playoffs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And the back goes into motion. On third and long, it's Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, here's Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Here's Ryan to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Completes it to Hearns. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it is now 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return stops just a... bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 51 yards. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They come out with one back and three. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now out come the Jags. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now they needed needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Ryan, throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On first down, Ryan being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ryan. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And an alley to run. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Telvin Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Miles Jack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Bortles airing it out for Hearns. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now it's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate. except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Bortles going to throw here. It's complete to Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Miles Jack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan escaping the pressure. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here to 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Bortles going to look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carry here for the big tight end. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now a play fake here on first down. With a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Bortles to throw. He finds Yeldon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Ace. Black 58, Ram. Let's get off the field. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And the D looking like they may blitz. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ryan on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, so.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Blue 45. Blue.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. He's got the hook up to Lee. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Bortles now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Play action. It's Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 84 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They begin with a run by Fournette. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up. And then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Here we go. Green, 90.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most often.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Miles Jack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. Whoosh. How did he stay on his feet? 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Fournette on the counter. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Throwing now is Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Throwing is Bortles on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to... Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right at the 45. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Miles Jack able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Bortles now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Bortles on the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A final shot before half for Bortles. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Look at the spin. Balance. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw, it's Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Bortles again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green. Z. Here we go now.
On third down, Fournette. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll try the end around with Robinson. Uses the spin. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
In motion right is Robinson. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8. Play action. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's a give to Fournette. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So So after the INT, it's Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. That goes for a gain of 31. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go.
This is Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Black 58 red.
third and long. It's Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get this into the end.